So I thought I would try individual zodiac readings again, and let's see. I'm not always so successful with these. Maybe I don't have enough people from each zodiac. So if you enjoy this, please share it with other people of your zodiac so that, comment, like, and subscribe so that hopefully YouTube does it, and then I will be happy to do more of these. So I'm starting with your zodiac, Scorpio, because it is your birthday month. And so I thought I would get you, a nice message. So this one's also quite interesting. Dress rehearsal, right. So Scorpio, you have been dealing with what you don't understand. It was just a dress rehearsal, okay? It was getting you ready for the real act. So something in your life where things may not have been working very well for you, it's because it was just a dress rehearsal. And Spirit wants you to know that there were lessons you had to learn and you had to iron things out about yourself and, iron out all the kinks so that you can be ready for the real, for the real day, for the day that, the opening act. And now you're kind of looking at an alternative course in your life and you're looking at the choices. There is a sense of either relocating. Okay, so for some of you, the place that you were living in, the home you were living in, the town you were living in, was just so that you could really figure out who you were. And now it's time for you to move on. Okay, there's either some kind of journey coming up for you. You may be traveling for your birthday, maybe you, but it's for some of you, it's just a matter of looking at a different path. Okay, moving on from situations. The location, well, that's up to you. Okay, I'll get you another card before we dive into the tarot. So what else do we want to tell Scorpios for this month? What is, other than their birthday, and I think I said it, I haven't already, happy birthday, Scorpio. Whenever your birthday is, I wish you a happy, fantastic, beautiful year ahead. Okay, so what else for Scorpio? Truth. Okay, so this is funny enough because that's exactly what came up for Scorpio in the full moon reading that I did, the spooky full moon reading. Scorpio, there's truth, okay, and I kind of feel like this truth is okay. So, I'm getting a lot of like the Emperor's New Clothes kind of truth. Like there's something that you're wanting, but you've been either you are the Emperor. Okay, don't take it personally. It's just what I'm saying. Or you were dealing with this emperor, the Emperor's New Clothes. And that is someone who is quite vain and someone who is so indulged into money and materialistic things that they really don't care about other people's feelings. And so they get trapped or tricked by someone who just rubs their ego the right way. So if this isn't you, okay, then this could be the person you're dealing with. But this is the matter of what is the truth of your situation, okay? Back to the old card there of you were ironing out all the kinks, okay? So that is the truth, really. The truth is that it was just, and I know it's easier said than done because if you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into anything, knowing that it was just nothing other than just a, how can I put it, a preparation sounds a lot more harsh, especially when you feel like you've done a lot of the work or you've put so much time into it. But that's what life is. Sometimes in life it's just the truth hurts, but the truth is everything is just preparing us for the final days at the end of the day. So you meet people along the way to test you, to make sure that who are you really. It brings up the bad in you, the not so good, in order for you to iron out those kinks, for you to learn for the next time, is what I'm getting. I kind of feel like at the moment you are suffering a little bit, feeling a little bit low, and a little bit depressed, because I kind of feel like you don't feel like there's enough, or you feel like you've been left out. But what spirit guides are saying to you, if you use your intuition, you'll actually understand that the truth is purely that if you want something, you have to go out and get it, okay? It's not going to come to you. If you want to lose weight, you have to cut out eating all the chocolates and the donuts. If you want to get fit, well, you have to get off your ass and you have to go and exercise. If you want something, spirit guides are saying, then go and get it. Okay. Okay, so Spirit says I must use the good tarot. So we're going to use the good tarot because maybe, if you are suffering or dealing with a bit of depression, you're needing some of the good stuff instead of such heaviness in your life. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, these cards are a little bit stiff. I don't use them as often. I don't know why. They are beautiful cards. Strength and patience. So in time, you will have the strength to deal with a situation that maybe you perhaps just weren't ready to deal with, or maybe you weren't ready to see the truth. I kind of feel like, so this lady's got her hand on her heart and this card is coming out. There's also, funny enough, a clock ticking. So your heart is telling you that it's time, Scorpio. You've been patient. You've been waiting, but now it's time. Okay, so that's actually, I've never seen that clock before. So spirit guides are really telling me it's time. It's time for you to go on your journey. You've been very closed off, or you've been very focused on your finances, but now it's time for you to move on, okay, to something else. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm shuffling quite, okay. Let me just rather pick it up and shuffle. Right, so we're going to do a Celtic cross and then we'll go from there. Right, what is the main theme for Scorpio? What is the main theme for the month of November, for their birthday month? And that's come out. Okay. Okay, so dealing with a situation. Okay, I'm going to get all the cards out. I like to have all the cards out so then we can have a look. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Scorpio, I know we're taking our time here, but I just want to get a kind of, the full thing gives me a better story than just one little card. Okay. I'm going to move this over more so that you can actually see them. A little bit scrunched up, but don't worry, I will understand. So Scorpio, okay. Again, the reason why you've been patiently waiting is because you just don't know what to do. You've been at a stalemate with someone in your life. This could be in a job. You maybe feel like you've hit the roof in your career and there's just nowhere else for you to go. You've hit the roof in a relationship or a friendship, or there's a situation where there's just a stalemate, okay? It's not moving. You're not really too sure what it is that you want to do. And so the truth is, it's time for you to now make a move, okay? It's time for you to go after your passions, to have a bit of adventure in your life, to take the high road. And I'm really getting a 777 kind of vibe here of, because you've got the 7 of earth and the 7 of air. I'm also getting very much all sevens. So 777, if you start to see 777, this is a sign from spirit for you to take note of what's going on around then. So you may be asking a certain question and then see 777, then that is just a sign and synchronicity for you with a certain situation. But what I'm really getting here is that, okay, sorry. So what I'm really getting is that there's a situation where you currently are facing or have been facing where there is just this sense of no one is really listening. Okay, there's this conflict, there's this tension with this person in your life, that there's just, as I said, there's just this stalemate energy. You can't see things from their perspective, they cannot see things from your perspective. And so maybe this is where the truth needs to lie, is that sometimes it's either the fact that this is oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. Irrevocable differences, and just need to learn that it's just learn the lessons and move on. Because what's crossing that is that of the Seven of Water, which is really and truly about saying, well, it's now time for you to look at other options in your life. You know, you've waited patiently for something to unfold, or for something to evolve. And now spirit guides are saying, well, I kind of feel like it's time, Scorpio. It's time for you to start making other choices. Start looking at other choices in your life. Start looking at other paths. Start looking at other areas. Perhaps maybe you've always traveled to the same place every holiday. Now it's time to explore in other parts. Or you've always lived in a certain house or a certain town, and it's now time to explore. But there's something, an alternative course is available to you if you would just allow yourself the opportunity to go after it. Okay. What is beneath you is that, so these are soul contracts. Okay. So you have made a contract with someone in your life, and again, it wasn't for nothing. They came into your life to kind of iron out the kinks, to teach you a little bit about yourself, to teach you the good as well as the bad. You know, we have to sometimes see the bad in ourselves. It's not always nice to face our inner demons, but our inner demons teach us a lot about who we are and what we have to do to heal. Again, this is not saying that this person's now right and you're now wrong. It's not about that. It's just the fact of, I want to be a better person for myself. And so this person comes in to kind of show you the bad. It also shows you the bad in the sense of learning codependency issues. So I need other people to validate me. So I date certain people because it makes me feel better, or I don't want to be alone, so I stay in relationships, or I jump from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship because I'm scared of being alone, instead of actually just learning to be alone and enjoying my own company. Sometimes it's some kind of childhood issue or trauma, or maybe you've got actual addictions that you're having to really deal with, and this is what it is. And so now this contract is time to burn it up. Okay, again, it's done its course. Okay, you've practiced and you've practiced and you've practiced, and now it's ready. You're ready for the real deal now. Okay, so it's time to burn up the contract. It may be a spiritual contract, it may be a physical contract. It's time for you to say to this person, maybe emotionally, maybe there's, well, it could be a marriage contract for some of you, could be an employment contract. It's time to say, I'm done. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready to move on. And that is the truth. The truth is, I'm ready to move on, because in the past, this is exactly what the truth stands for. The Seven of Air is that of either someone that you were dealing with, someone who tried to get away with something, and maybe you're now finding out the truth that this person just tried to get away with as little as possible. Maybe they thought, well, they could, pay you very little money and not ever give you increases or bonuses because, you were desperate and you needed the job, and so they could take advantage of you. Or this is in a love relationship, someone who thought, well, I really don't have to give much to Scorpio because all I have to do is give them breadcrumbs, and well, they'll just accept it because they're desperate and they don't know any better, and so I'll use their weaknesses against them to make them weak enough so that I can just do whatever I want. I can take their money, I can reel them in and reel them out as I please, because, well, I find their weaknesses and I'm living a good life. I'm getting everything I need out of them, and when I don't want them, I just kind of move away. Oh, this is also Scorpio, again, with the Emperor. What is the truth? There's the truth that you sabotage situations. Do you go in and then sabotage it halfway through? So this is really saying to you, you need to super focus on the truth here, because there are options available to you to take an alternative course, and it's time for you to really consider these options. Okay. Your current situation, I kind of feel like this is where you're sitting right now, is you are really looking at compassion for yourself. you're working on your own emotional security. I kind of feel like you are working on yourself, Scorpio. I kind of feel like you do realize that you have this tendency to self-sabotage. You do have this tendency to have codependency problems where, as I said, you have perhaps an addictive personality, or you rely on other people. So like, for example, I do what my parents tell me to because that's what we do in this family. We follow this religion and we follow down this path of being a doctor, or I'm always needing that validation because my mom and dad only gave me good praises when I was good. I never got praised when I was naughty, and I was always punished. So therefore, I just want to be good because I want people to like me, and I want people to know me, and I want people to acknowledge me. And now you're kind of learning to go, well, actually, I don't need friends. I don't need anyone. I do need me, though, because without me, who am I? I can get another love. I can get another job. I can get, maybe not other family, blood-wise, but you can move to a different town. You don't have to see your family. You can just acknowledge them and have a distant relationship with your family. You don't have to be there every Sunday to validate them and to look after them. This is you. What do you want, Scorpio? Right now, I'm asking you. I feel like this is the notebook. What do you want? I'm begging you. What do you want? Go watch the notebook. It's quite funny if you haven't. Because in the near future, Scorpio, in the next, couple of weeks, you've got a temptation. So there's something in front of you where this codependency, this addiction, is going to be in your face. It's going to be sitting there in your face and going, come, Scorpio, let's get back together. Because we know, I'll change for you. It's let's try this again, and you try this 50 other times and it's never worked out. A person who is, or you meet someone brand new and this person's exactly like all your exes, same situation, same drama, same story. There's some kind of temptation in your near future that you have to kind of go, you know what, thank you, I see this, I understand this, I'm taking an alternative course. Okay. What is, or how can Scorpio help themselves this month? Well, it's very simple. And that is stick by your wishes. Again, what do you want, Scorpio? This is yourself asking you, Scorpio, what do you want? What is the biggest diamond to you? What is the biggest treasure? Which is your biggest treasure? Because if you stick by your heart and your biggest treasure of your biggest dreams and your biggest aspirations, I mean, if money disappeared and God gave you a skill and you could just use that skill to barter with others, for example, what would you give? What would you have to offer? Okay. Because your wishes is, if you stick by your wishes, what you truly wish and work with your heart, you'll be happy. The energy surrounding you this month is, well, the wise old owl. So there's a lot of wisdom around you. There's a lot of being very logical in your approach. There's a lot of truth. Again, this is the Queen of Air. She's very honest. She knows exactly what is going on. She's highly intelligent and too intelligent to be tricked. Okay, so standing up for yourself, standing your ground against this temptation of someone who perhaps is, or a boss who, well, I tell you what, you do really good for me over the next 3 months and I will give you 10% raise. And then, he did that last year and you worked your butt off for that company and he only gave you 2% and he came up with some kind of silly excuse. Now he's going to come back and bait you again. Your wishes is really and truly is what's going to give you the strength, that and the wisdom to say, you know what? Thanks, but I think I'm quitting. Your hopes and fears. Well, we've got the World card here. So the World is about closure. It's about cycles coming to an end. I really feel a lot of people in this earth right now is coming to that final cycle, that final push of it's time to just, think about what's for me and what's not for me and just push my way in that direction, okay? It's closing off. And you probably fear this because maybe you've now seeing your life from a different perspective. You now realizing the truth. And, it's quite scary when you realize you have to now close something off. And maybe your fear is that you no longer fear ending something, or you no longer fear walking away, because you now know that it's just a new world is out there for you. It's understand that there's, perhaps you're hoping for a new world, or you're hoping for a new perspective, or you're hoping for a new beginning. And there's a lock there. I love this, because it's the key that can unlock a new earth for you, a new world for you. Well, this one's interesting. And how could your month possibly change? Well, it's quite simple. If you do not get stuck in this temptation, the temptation is also just the negative mindset. Like, for example, you want to go after something that you're really, really, really wanting. And the only thing that's getting between you and this, which is what you're really wanting, is your fear. So temptation can also just be fear, and maybe going back to doing what you've always done before, and that is sabotaging something that you really, really want. Because the messenger of water is that of your knight in shining armor. So this is, doesn't, male or female is not really the energy. It's just that of an offer coming in that's pure, that's cute, that's romantic, but it's also something that fills your cup with joy. So it doesn't have to be, and it's kind of, I don't look at the way that this woman's kind of looking at the seahorse. It's this, how can I put this? It's this curiosity, and this, it's just like adoration in something in your life where, again, you may not have seen this before, and you're seeing it now. I don't know how to really want to put that, but again, it's chivalry. It's, realizing that there's more to your life than what you've been expecting or what you've been experiencing. This could be a love offer. I am going to get some romance angels for you. Just for those of you who are looking for love. There's this little sign there saying, you do deserve better, Scorpio. You do deserve better. Oh, look at that. So within a month from today, which is literally going to be at the end of Scorpio season, within a month from today, you could have a completely new situation. It might mean travel, might mean taking a relocation. Whatever it is, this alternative course, you could end the month quite happy, okay? Feeling really, your cup will be filled. Free yourself. Okay, so look at that. Free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. Yeah, stop giving into this temptation, this sabotage, this fear, this codependency. Okay, time to flirt. Yeah, flirt with others. So there may be children affecting your love life. Maybe that's the temptation. Maybe that's the fear. That's the story you're telling yourself, and spirit guides are saying, is that the truth, or is that what you've told yourself to keep yourself trapped in this mindset of, well, I'm telling myself what I need to tell myself so that reconciliation. Keep an open mind, Scorpio, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Exactly. So what I'm getting is, okay, so this person, your soulmate, Scorpio, could be a reconciliation for some. Doesn't have to be. This could also be aware of the temptation of this toxic person. What this is saying to me is that this person is different. This person has a different religious upbringing to you, a different background to you, a different, maybe it's the same sex and you're not, or a different sex to what you're used to. Different race, different religion, different culture than what you are. And it makes you kind of, maybe that's where the fear comes in, and maybe makes you want to run away because, yeah, I can't see this working out because me and this person are so different, but this person is a soulmate, okay? They're saying, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So again, what did I say to you? You have to take the steps. This is one of those, you want change, you've got to be the change that you are wanting, okay? So that's what I have for you for love. Let me see, what can I get to help you with career? So I kind of feel like I'm going to take some, so if this reading has to talk about Scorpio and career, what can we talk to Scorpio about their career? If this, if this new path has got to do with career, then what could we tell Scorpio about this career? What is this choices when it comes to career? Wow. So the Magician card, well, that's saying that, you know, the elements, the Magician talks about, so there could be alchemy involved. The Magician works all the alchemy. He's got, you know, the cup, he's got all the tools on the table. This is also represents alchemy, using alchemy as above, so below, using, you have everything, Scorpio, to bring about a new beginning, whether you just manifest it or, you know, perhaps you're thinking about alchemy in some way. It's a new passion. The rod, you know, is a creative project, a creative passion. Maybe it's something that you've never really wanted to look at before, but now you're being forced into looking at it because things in your life are not that cool. Okay. Okay, so there's your Knight of Cups again. So again, there's this choice, okay? So I did say career. Some of you, it's a passion, a project, maybe you and a person, maybe a partnership, may arise, a creative project. I kind of feel like if you take the higher ground, if you realize what the truth is, you'll see the truth and you will see your ship coming in, because now you'll realize and recognize what the truth is. It might be a job offer that comes in that just really gives you an alternative course. It might be something that a job offer comes and then they say, we need you to relocate. And then it's kind of up to you. But I really feel that if you take that ship, because the ship also talks about relocation and moving, and we've also got ships coming in there, it does mean your ships are arriving. You may have waited patiently a long time, but the clock tells me that it's now the time. As for your health, Scorpio, we've got a lot of greens here, so watch your heart. You need to heal your heart, Scorpio, because if you don't, it could manifest into some kind of heart attack, or it could manifest into some kind of heart health or something to do with the heart or the lungs or the chest. Okay, so really open up and do some heart chakra meditations. Now, this is obviously not to scare you, so I'm not telling you that you're now going to have one. I'm saying prolonged pain in the heart or prolonged closed heart chakras will develop in heart and lung, as well as upper back and stiff neck problems. Okay, it can also then start to affect your other health and your immune system. So if your immune system is very low this month, just know that your heart chakra. Also, it's a month for you to communicate, so tell your truth, is what I'm getting this month, and that might, otherwise you might end up having throat and ear problems this month. So again, these are just cautionary. This is not like there's nothing here at the death card to say that you're going to die or anything, okay? It's just saying that these are the areas in your life that you're needing a little bit of help. Do I just have one more final? So let's do a few bottom of the decks. Okay, 7 of Wands. So you see 777. I did say that. Okay, Messenger of Fire. Messenger from a person who's passionate, going on a bit of an adventure, taking your high ground. Also, Scorpio, it's time to live life by your own terms, not by the terms of other people, because I kind of feel like you've sabotaged a lot within your life because you have lived by other people's rules and terms. Now it's time for you to take the high road, and take that from a situation where there's been a stalemate. Here's another 7. Now you've got 4 sevens here. Okay, this is about investing in you and not in other people's opinions, not being so worried. And if you do, there's victory ahead of you. And again, this is confirming that Ace of Passions again. Oh, and look, we've even got here, this is the 1111. It's about celebration, it's about marriage, it's about twin flame. So for some of you, your twin flame could possibly be, we did have a reconciliation. For others, you might only meet your twin flame who is a past love person, a past life soulmate, and you'll only know this by taking a leap of faith and looking at the other options that are out there. Okay, so Scorpio, I hope you have a fantastic month. Again, there is good for you. Just, it's time for you to get rid of that alternative course. Okay, it's time for you to burn up the contracts, and move forward. Okay, Thank you so much and have a wonderful month. Comment, like, and subscribe, please. Thank you, and bye-bye.